Live, News 8's Good Morning Connecticut starts now.
The dangers of walking on city streets. We're breaking down a brand new report from the Governor's Highway Safety Association.
And let's take a live look outside in New Haven this morning. It's going to be a great day to get outside. We're talking about near record-setting temperatures for this time of year in the 8-day forecast.
A lot to like about that forecast. If you're just getting up and about on this Wednesday morning, it is 6:30 a.m. I'm Keith Kuntz, and it is simply going to be a great day to get outside.
If that's not enough to make you smile this morning, I don't know what is, right? Good morning, everyone. I'm Laura Hutchinson. Gil Simmons has the day off. Let's get you started with meteorologist Sam Cantro. Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, Laura. We are doing very, very nicely so far this morning. We don't have any issues at all, no problems on the radar view. A little bit of fog setting up, and I want to jump this camera forward because look at how picture perfect this view is here in the Stratford camera as we watch this boat pass on by. A perfect morning where now the sun is starting to pop up here on our Stratford camera, looking beautiful as a bird flies on by. It's like all these things are done right on cue here. Good sunrise shots this morning. Here's the thing. There will be spots in eastern Connecticut that hang on to fog for a while today, so just be aware of that. Last locations to break out of the 40s into the 50s and 60s and then eventually 70s will be the locations that are just north of the shoreline in New London County. 38 is the temp in Hartford, and by this afternoon we will be at 70 degrees. Here's a quick look at our day planner today. Noon temperatures in the 60s away from the shore, 56 degrees at the beaches before warming up to a temperature above 70 across the state. A beautiful forecast to talk about, and it just stays mild. Talk more about that when we see you again in just a bit. Tom Michaels.
Well, still remains very quiet out there, Sam. No major headaches pretty much statewide. We're checking with Metro North, Shoreline East. They're running well, and no problems out of Bradley. As we go out to Long Wharf here at exit 46, no worries. 91 looks good. Up to Branford we go. You had a tough commute out of Madison yesterday with that truck accident in the afternoon. This morning, though, you're looking good. Southbound moving towards you into New Haven. And West Hartford, no delays yet up by the Park Road curve. A quick build into downtown. Check the traffic cams at WTNH.com. Laura and Keith, back to you.
Tom, thank you. A new bill at the state capitol could increase the fine for drivers.
If passed, the $90 fine could go up to $500 for people who do not yield at crosswalks or those who fail to give pedestrians and cyclists enough room on the road. News
8's Ken Pierce live in New Haven this morning with a new study on the number of pedestrian fatalities. And Kent, this is kind of troubling.
Good morning, Lauren Keith. Yeah, it is. This study from the Governor's Highway Safety Association says that the number of pedestrians hit and killed just walking along streets like these has gone up by 10% in the past couple of years. The numbers are in for the first half of 2015, and when they're compared to the first half of 2014, the experts say we're looking at a 10% increase in pedestrians killed in motor vehicle crashes. That's nationwide. The percent of traffic fatalities that are pedestrians has been going up for years. But basically, cars are getting safer for their occupants, but not necessarily for the people hit by cars. Of course, pedestrians share some of the blame. We spoke to local AAA spokeswoman about what's going on, and she says, just as we see more distracted drivers, we're seeing more distracted pedestrians as well.
How many times do you see on street corners or on sidewalks people with their nose in their cell phone? They're too busy texting, they're too busy looking at their Facebook page, they step off a curb, they get hit.
Now, our numbers here in Connecticut are not that bad considering the rest of the country. We average around 30 pedestrian deaths a year in the latest study. That's still 30 too many, but it puts us in 37th place in the nation when it comes to pedestrian fatalities by population. But it's the rising national numbers that have people very concerned. Connecticut's pedestrian fatalities actually dropped from the first half of 2014 to the first half of 2015. They only dropped from 16 to 15. That one doesn't represent anything all that statistically significant, but at least Connecticut does seem to be bucking the trend. Live in the Mobile Weather Lab in New Haven, I'm Kent Pierce. Back to you.
All right, Ken, thank you. The state's Department of Motor Vehicles says more and more people are downloading its mobile app. 150,000 users have downloaded it to their devices since its launch. The app contains practice knowledge tests in both English and Spanish, branch office and AAA locations, and a listing of wait times for the DMV. The app is a free download.
6:34 on a Wednesday morning, and happening today. Service will start back up again along a Northern California commuter train route after one train derailed. More than 200 people had to be evacuated when an ACE commuter train derailed on Monday night. All told, 9 people were hurt. All rail service was suspended yesterday so crews could pull that car from a nearby creek, remove the other damaged train cars, and clear the area. Laura?
Keith, time now 6:35. Here's also what's happening today. Rapper 50 Cent is expected in bankruptcy court in Hartford. A judge ordered the rapper to appear concerning allegations that 50 Cent is not being honest about his finances. The rapper will have to explain recent Instagram photos of him with large stacks of cash. The rapper claims that the money was all fake, but the rapper filed for bankruptcy last year. That came after being ordered to pay $7 million to a woman who said that he posted her sex tape online.
What we're watching this morning, CVS expanding a program making an anti-heroin drug available here in Connecticut. The drug naloxone will be available without a prescription at CVS pharmacies here and in 22 other states by the end of March. The drug is an antidote to opioid overdoses. CVS says it will offer the drug in even more states later on this year.
And as News 8 has reported, heroin is also becoming a big problem in our state. We will continue to bring you stories both on air and online about Connecticut's heroin crisis, which is impacting communities all along the shoreline and the rest of the state, Keith.
Laura, U.S. Senator Richard Blumenthal joining a push by Senator Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts to pass a bill to help patients receive better mental health care coverage. The bill would require insurers to disclose how they make coverage decisions. That includes the rate of denied mental health claims and the reasons for them. Regulators would also randomly audit health plans and make those results public. Federal laws require mental health insurance coverage to be equal to that of physical health care coverage.
And new this morning, federal meteorologists say we have ended the hottest meteorological winter on U.S. record. The winter from December through February. They claim it's because of the El Nino pattern and man-made global warming. Every state in the lower 48 had winters at least 1.7 degrees above normal. Alaska was a whopping 10.6 degrees warmer.
Speaking of records, Sam Cantrell, we might be in record territory today, right?
You know what? I think so for both the shoreline and inland. The records today, 60 degrees at the shore. That would be down in Bridgeport, and up inland at Bradley International Airport, the record is 72 degrees. We will come really close, if not break that one, come later on today. Temps similar to how they were yesterday morning, but they will finish much milder. New Haven 39, Hartford is 38 degrees. Up in Boston, it's 45, and that's the exact same temperature that we have in New York City. The mild air is all around the region. Look at Albany, 49 degrees this time of the morning. That's 5 degrees above where they should be for the afternoon high temperature for the state. The AM drive, a temperature of 40. So it's kind of cool, I guess, not really cold, above average in the scheme of things. We're sort of cloudy for many spots in Connecticut. Other locations will see some sunshine this morning. By this afternoon, most of us seeing plenty of sun. 62 is the temperature, and we are expecting dry conditions for the evening commute. Some spots seeing temperatures that get up well above 70 degrees come later on today. If you're planning a lunch today and you're thinking, should I just stay inside or go outside? Go outside. 65 inland with plenty of sunshine expected. It'll just be nice across the whole state. Cool spots along the shoreline. We'll show you the hour-by-hour forecast, let you know when any of that fog burns off. We'll talk to you again in just a little bit. Tom Michaels, what's going on?
Well, Sam, we're starting to see that fog inland now. Our Hartford plane pilot reports Farmington Valley, Simsbury Airport socked in, and we'll show you some fog in Waterbury coming up. No major problems on the roads. That's the good news. Let's take you out to Long Wharf here on 95. 91, Wilbur Cross, all looking good. Up to Branford we go at exit 53. Really not too bad as well. Waterbury out by exit 25. Some stop and go, and you notice that fog really settling in into the Brass City. Heading up into Hartford, starting to build a little bit at Park Road. 91 still looks good. Check the traffic cams at WTNH.com. Laura and Keith, back to you.
All right, here's Keith. Here's that study that we were talking about. It might just be too sweet to believe. We've got your bag this morning with what researchers have found about the benefits of chocolate.
A lot of benefits, right?
Yeah.
Okay, plus an energy boost. Brand new report looks at what millennials know about caffeine and why they drink it.
And if you're just waking up with us this morning, wishing you can maybe catch a few more Z's before you get up and go, well, we'll talk about the key to getting a good night's sleep. That's ahead.